Hi there, Pete from Craft Cellars here again. We just received this wonderful little whiskey here from Ardnamurchan, so I didn't want to waste any time in getting stuck into this and checking it out. So for those of you who don't know, Ardnamurchan are a relatively new single malt distillery, and they brand themselves as the Western Highland distillery. They are actually the most westerly single malt distillery in Scotland that is on the mainland, so they jut right out into the Atlantic just above Mull. So they are also an independent bottler as part of the Adelphi company, but this is their own juice, and this is actually the second release from them as their own Ardnamurchan single malt. Now, the whiskey itself is comprised of 50% peated and unpeated barley, and also 35% sherry cask whiskey and 65% ex-bourbon. So you're going to expect something that's quite kind of unique, and yeah, obviously still relatively young, but I think this has got tremendous potential. So let's get stuck into this. So straight away you get the smoke, although it's not really intense. It is quite kind of prominent. There is some salinity as well. Obviously they're a coastal distillery, but there's other things like kind of citrus going on there, and definitely something around the kind of caramel note as well. So let's give it a taste. Really nice and creamy, but there is this kind of initial punch of pepper alongside the smoke, and that is again accompanied by a nice level of sweetness. But then there's things like kind of maybe apple and citrus as well. It starts to fade, I wouldn't say quickly, but it definitely goes from this intense pepperiness down to this very soft, kind of gentle smoke and salinity and kind of fading sweetness. So yeah, it's kind of a kind of jack of all trades almost as a whiskey. People who like smoky peaty whiskies would love it. People who like the kind of sweeter style, more bourbon leaning would like it, and also people who like a little bit of the sherry influence would also be into this whiskey. So that's really cool. A really nice little offering from Ardnamurchan. Like I say, their second release, so something that will not be around forever. I highly recommend you grab this bottle.